at an early age, I mean, we discovered, we saw issues in school that were a problem, and we saw some mistruths and trouble with the truth and manipulation and some defiance when he got caught doing certain things that, quite honestly, I just minimized it. I have to think, if I look back on it, right, that my heart was in the right place. The problem with being a prodigal parent is the mistakes we make are not because we're bad people. It's because we love our kids too much. I mean, so I loved him, and I let those accolades, I think, make me minimize the other stuff that was going along. So all of this stuff from 4th grade to high school, there was an academic side where he put that aside. He had some ADD, ADHD, he had some other issues, and for whatever reasons, academics was not his strong suit. He was not pursuing that. And I don't think it was because he wasn't smart, it was because of the issues that he was dealing with. So those tendencies continued, and they were pretty consistent. You know, we picked them up in the 2nd grade. We would have moments of good and bad, but those tendencies to not tell the truth when the truth would serve them better. And that is a very consistent finding among prodigal parents. They all seem to have that finding. And that went on into high school, and I'll tell you, probably one of my most unflattering stories was we always told my son that if he was ever caught drinking, he would lose his truck. So one night we got a call. He had had his truck for a year or so, loved the truck. I loved the truck. And he called and said he had a flat tire, and he was very close to the house. So I went over there, and I was helping him change the tire, and I noticed he was particularly communicative, which is not really his style. But we were having a good time, and he was being lighthearted, as was I, and I was just changing the tire with my son, and then all of a sudden I got close enough to him and I smelled alcohol in his breath. So it's one of those times, and there's many of these as a prodigal parent, when the communication keeps going, but it's like you lift out away from it and you're thinking about the implications of what's happening. And life's going on, but you're going, this is a big deal. And the whole time I was thinking about, what am I going to do, and this, that, and the other. And so this is one of my most horrible enabling stories, but I got him in the truck. We sat down before we went home, and I had my car, but I got in the truck with him, and I said, son, I know you've been drinking, and I know we said we were going to take away this truck, but it's going to kill your mother if we do that. It's going to inconvenience her, so we're not going to tell her, and we're going to give you one more chance. And when I look back on it, I hate that story, but actually, for all the people that come through the ministry, they love that story, because they go, you're me. you know what I'm going through. And so those things begin to escalate. And those are some of the things that we had an opportunity to really make a difference there. And if I could tell parents one thing, you want those opportunities. You want to relish those opportunities, because that's the time to do it. It's not when his life is on the line years later, and the stakes are much, much higher.